What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with an old nasty recap, honey, of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 13, and this is for the reunion part 3. Okay, so I want to make a disclaimer, you guys. There has been some recent tea, honey, that has came out about Miss Porsha Williams, honey, is messing with Falynn'S ex-husband. Them people that just got divorced, January? You already, Porsha is on that man's thing, okay? You already his boo, his babe. You already engaged. Okay, so really quickly, though, before we get into that, honey, because that was some good ass tea. Now that's a storyline, okay? That's a good storyline. Bring Fallon on the show. You got Porsha messing with the ex-husband, honey. Now that's some good shit right there, okay? Y'all like to judge Porsha, but that's a good storyline, okay? But there's a few issues, okay? And I know Team Twirl, honey, is just getting their life like, yeah. Because I done seen some of you people, honey, up in folks' comments. Yeah, see, y'all like to talk about Kenya. Y'all, Kenya ain't no hoe like that. Kenya, this situation does not make Kenya an angel. I still don't fucking like her. So don't get in my comments with well, see, at least Kenya know how to be married. Kenya know how to stay in a fucking marriage that is literally not even working. Okay, at least Porsha knows how to move on. Now, yes, she done moved on too quick, and I'm not really in favor of who she done moved on with, but at least the bitch makes moves, okay? We can't say the same about stagnant ass Kenya, okay? But yeah, this whole situation, Team Twirl, we're not gonna do Kenya's so perfect and y'all need to come on Kenya's side. And I saw another person say now they was Team Porsha, now they Team Kenya because of what Porsha did. And I'm not that way. Y'all know I like Porsha way more than Kenya. She's just more likable and more tolerable, you guys. That is simply what it is with me, okay? And I know I'm all over the place. Porsha. What are you doing, sis? Okay, what is you doing? At first, I didn't want to believe it, you guys, when I saw the picture of her and Dennis. Didn't Dennis introduce them? Like, that's messy. That's your baby daddy, and you messing with the friend. Ain't him and Simon really good friends? Porsha put on Instagram, honey, her and Fallon ain't friends. I bet. Shit. Some people are saying, guys, that, they was just cool, slightly cool on the show. It still is all very inappropriate to me. Yes, I was, kidding around, in the beginning of the video saying it's a good storyline. But I don't take that back. This is a good ass storyline. And honey, Miss Robinson is waiting for season 14 because you bitches kind of need something like this, okay? You do, because this reunion part 3, to me, you guys, it was trash. Okay, but this shit right here, though, with Porsha, Fallon, Simon, Dennis, honey, then Porsha put in the post, her, Dennis, and Simon were all co-parent baby Pilar. I said, bitch, yes, that is a cancer for you. Let me quit playing, honey. But yes, this is messy, you guys. It is trashy and it's not classy. Okay? Porsha, first off, you move way too damn fast. Okay? I told y'all, Porsha keep trying to say this whole song and dance about her dad not being in her life and that affects her relationships. I'm looking at that mother. It's something about that Mother Diane. And if you've been following me for a while, I told y'all, it's something not right with their mother-daughter relationship. Yes, they look happy and respectful, you guys. Miss Diane does come off like a sweetheart. But it's something like, I don't know, was there some type of gold digging class that Porsha Porsha took and got it from her mother. Cause child, we done seen you with Cordell. That didn't last. We done seen you with Dennis. That didn't last. Now you done moved on. You talking about you in love with Simon, bitch, after a month? Girl, we all in love after a month, okay? Shit, try 6 months, Porsha. Like Kandi said, you need to learn to slow down. You need to learn to slow down, and you are making decisions like you are 16. And you guys, all of it kind of reeks of just, it's a storyline. This is like I said, it's a good made for TV storyline, but I wouldn't want this in my real life. I wouldn't want to participate for it. Now, for TV, you want to do, it is juicy because hell, I'm nosy. I want to know a little bit more. Can we make Fallon a housewife? I'm kind of here for that. But Porsha, they already slut shamed the hell out of you, this whole season. Kenya especially, okay? Marlo came through in the end. They didn't slut shame the hell out of you. Now you really giving them something, to talk about. And I'm not mad at them, you guys, if they come at her for this. Because to me, this is just unnecessary. Now that Bolo shit was just tiring. I was sick of that. Like, the girl is single. I don't think she screwed Bolo. I think, she was probably dancing on that D, honey. Okay. Her, Tanya, all Shamia, they was probably all having a good time, whatever with that. But this shit right here, Porsha, ma'am, what are we doing, sis? Okay. Like, it's unnecessary. And they talking about Fallon done unfollowed Porsha on Instagram. I bet. Okay, now y'all heard that Fallon done cheated on her man, honey, allegedly with some basketball player, honey. Okay, that's why Simon divorced her. Now, I guess Fallon, she contested the divorce. They kind of went back and forth. She didn't want the divorce. That's, the tea I had got, honey, from Layla Lynn, honey. She kind of fought him on it, but now, I guess things have settled. Porsha says, her and Fallon are not friends, so this is, par for the course. Everything is all good, but whether you guys are friends or not, it does not look good. And Porsha did put optics, the optics of the situation, honey. From what we see, it don't look good, but it feels good to her, and she's all about living life. And girl, stop playing with us, Porsha, ma'am. No, ma'am, I'm not in agreement, you guys, with this. I'm not, to me, it makes Porsha look bad. Okay, makes you look desperate. It make it look like you was up in that lady pool. Okay, Fallon and Simon's pool, and you was plotting. And then you got people talking about Simon was checking Porsha out. It's just all too close for comfort, honey. Okay? It's just all too much. It's messy. Whether you was friends with that girl or not, you brought her on the show as a friend. I don't give a damn about the backstory. It's just messy to all of a sudden hook up with her husband. Damn, can a man be divorced for 6 months to a year? Like, goddamn, they just divorced, what, in January? Okay, we just kind of found out about the divorce, what, a month ago? So it's just, it's you moving too fast, and Porsha, in your own words, bitch, you're going down the wrong road, the wrong damn road. I don't know what road you on, but I would get off that motherfucker. Now would be the time to put that motherfucker in reverse and go another way. Miss Diane, ma'am, what did you do with your daughter, or what didn't you do? Okay, I told y'all it was something within their relationship that was not right, because Your mother should be able to be like, girl, you moving too fast. You need to calm your ass down. Miss Diane, of course, you know, she can't control Porsha. Porsha is a grown woman. But yeah, all this announcing you all in love after a month, it just don't look good, Porsha. It makes people look at you like you're 15, 16 years old. And like I said in my other reviews, you guys, she needs to work on her public perception. She does, because a lot of people, Porsha, they like you, and I still like you, you know, because I don't really give a damn. I'm in disagreement with what you're doing. Okay, let's be clear. But it does, you know, all of this is good for storyline. But to me, it ain't good in real life. It's not even worth it. Okay, so then you got the whole Black Lives Matter storyline. And, you know, you just don't want to, I don't know, you just don't want to be that girl that's, you know, cool with somebody, and then, you know, her and her man, they fall out, they getting a divorce, she done cheated, messed up her marriage, now you know, and that damn Simon was like, shit, I'm getting a divorce, now I'm about to get married, honey. That's very suspect. Like, why is y'all rushing to get engaged? We saw some big ass ring she had on her finger. Porsha, honey, up in the picture with Dennis and Simon. So it looked like they may be engaged. Simon then came out talking about he feeling her too, and you know, they looking forward to spending the rest of their lives together. My thing is, what's the rush? And all I can say is storyline. It's a good one too, because this show needs something. Look, if they come back with this, bring Phaedra and Apollo back, and they co-parenting situation with, you know, his new girlfriend. Oh yeah, we are back on track. Okay, this show would be back on track, but it's just, I'm not for the, you know, I don't know. I like Porsha, and I don't like this for her, right? But it is what it is. But yeah, don't y'all get down in my comments talking about, well, you should be cool with Kenya now, and that's why Kenya dragged her and slut shamed her. This ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Kenya did all that slut shaming because guess what? The bitch didn't have a storyline. The storyline she do have with Mark, we're sick of it. We're over it. I was over her and Marlo at this reunion, guys. Kandi lightweight pissed me off. I'm so sick of fucking hearing about season 9 and her crying and how it could have destroyed her life. I'm so fucking over that. I wanted to throw water bottles, pillows at the TV. Kandi, shut up. Okay? Just shut up. Look, not on my watch. But yeah, honey, let's get to this review, honey. Okay, so the reunion picks up. Damn, bitch, you spend a lot of time talking about Porsha, honey. But anyways, guys, the reunion picks up right where it left off. Basically, Andy, you know, laid into Kenya's ass and was like, well, why did you feel the need to keep investigating Porsha and whoever else may have slept with Bolo? Rightfully so, you know, she's a single woman. She could do whatever she want to do. And Kenya was like, yes, she could do whatever she want to do. But once you bring it in the house, you know, we have the right, and I have the right to exploit it. That's bullshit. Kenya, you did that because you're messy. You're obsessed with Porsha. And I don't care what none of y'all say. Okay? She's, you know, she wanted to deflect away from her situation with Mark. Is that his name? Yeah, Mark. Child, look, forgetting these folks' names. But yeah, she wanted to get away from her raggedy ass storyline with him. One of you all put something in my comments last week, and it was about the reunion. And I really appreciated the comment because one of you all said, all of them lie. Why do they make a big deal when Drew lies? I agree with that. Kenya has did a lot of lying on this show as far as, and I'm so glad that Porsha brought it up on this part, as far as her relationship with Mark, all of that. Oh, we're working it out. Oh, he's fighting for his family. Kenya fans, that was a lie. Okay? We saw the bitch lie about that 2-3 times. We saw it last season at the reunion. We saw it this season when she was on Watch What Happens Live talking about, oh, she's working on her family. Then turns out he didn't file for divorce. Now you didn't file. You have been lying. But yet, you Kenya fans, y'all will say, well, I don't want Phaedra back on the show because she's a liar. So do you see what I'm saying? They all lie. It just seems as if only Porsha and Phaedra and Drew is persecuted for lying. Well, and I know one of you will argue and say, oh, well, Kenya lies about small things. No, lying is lying. The bitch is a liar and she shouldn't be coming after anybody on this show when she do the same shit, just in different ways. Do you see what I'm saying? And some of you all, you want me to hate Drew really badly, but what we have to remember with Drew Sidora is this is her first season. So she's not as seasoned as the rest of the ladies. She hasn't got the timing of the show down and this, that, and the third. Does she have to do the lying that she does? Absolutely not. She doesn't. I felt like some of the lies that Drew has told on this show, have been stupid. So they got on Drew about bringing that raggedy gift, that wig, and then she donated to some animal shelter. Like, that was a bad, horrible gift. They got on her about that. She apologized for that. See, stuff like that is just stupid, It was just stupid. But I'm glad she admitted, she was wrong for even doing that. Now, let's get on Kenya. Kenya wants to sit up here and say, well, Porsha was at work, so, I have every right to come after her for what she may have did with Bolo. And it's like, if you really saw this as work, Kenya, you wouldn't make every cash trip bring your daughter to work day, bitch. Okay? You are constantly bringing your daughter to work, so you don't feel like this job is work like that. So, girl, bye. I also was not here for what Kenya said about Tanya. She got to talking about, well, if I was Tanya, I would have left the show too. Bitch, you the one that ran her off. Sitting up here, saying whatever she may have did with Porsha and Bolo in the room, like, girl, goodbye. We find out that Tanya and Porsha are still cool. They're still friends. I kind of miss Tanya on the show. I kind of do. Some of y'all, I know y'all don't. Y'all think Tanya's goofy, but I kind of liked her happiness, honey, on the show. Okay, you guys, so let's get to Marlo and Kandi and the part that they played in all of this. I saw what Marlo was doing, and I just wasn't here for it. I see why Marlo is doing what she's doing. I think it's to stay on the show, but I think you can do other things to stay on the show. To me, she looked ridiculous and stupid like Kenya. And I actually like Marlo a lot more than I like Kenya, but I did not like all of the referring back to season 9 and we're all here in a dungeon because Porsha lied on Kandi. The lies, like, I'm just so freaking, if you've been following me, guys, I'm so over that storyline. I was over her and Kenya trying to drill that into Porsha on this reunion and trying to condemn her for whatever she said or didn't say season 9. Like, why y'all bringing this old ass shit up? And then you want to keep trying to chastise her about the Bolo situation. Like Porsha says, she's a grown ass woman. Why are you worried about what she's doing with her cootie cat? Get you somebody to screw on. That's what she said to Kenya. Find you somebody. And I hope that Kenya really takes that advice, because if you come back, I'm pretty sure when they come back, she's going to condemn her for the Falynn'S situation. And I don't have an issue per se with that because I don't feel like it's right. Like, that is flat out wrong what Porsha is doing with that situation. But even with that situation, I feel like Kenya still better make sure, okay, she has a storyline, she's dating somebody new, have new stuff going on in your life, because when you feel the need to constantly chastise and condemn one person, and like Porsha says, like, you're obsessed with me, you just look foolish and stupid. See, we already feel like you're foolish and stupid, but then you putting 20 on 10 and you're just, you're just making us feel like that about you even more, times 10. So I didn't like that. Marlo kept trying to bring Kandi into it, and Kandi knows what happened, and Kandi is the one that told me, and Kandi, I am so sick of you in this situation with Porsha. I told y'all in one of my videos, I don't think that Kandi likes Porsha like that. I don't. I think she tolerates her for the show. If we leave it up to Kandi, Kandi will always hold a grudge towards that girl. Y'all saw how she was looking when Andy brought up the situation between her and Porsha. He was like, well, did you ever really forgive her? And the answer is no. She barely forgave the girl from Escape. She's the reason, that they was held up all them years, because she liked to hold grudges. And I'm sure, what the girl did in Escape was hurtful, but bitch, move on. Like, you ain't the only one with feelings. So I see, like, if Kandi keeps this BS up, honey, to me, she is the one that is stagnating this show. They got her ass off. They could bring Phaedra back, but I really want Phaedra and Kandi to interact, honey, before Kandi leaves, honey. And then after that, Kandi can go get her own show, because I feel like her energy is just really stagnating everything. Certain people can't come back on because Candy's gonna cry about it and whine about it. I ain't got time for that. Oh, did y'all see Phaedra on Watch What Happens Live, honey? Did y'all see how she tried to act like she didn't want to raise her hand when Andy said, well, which one of you would come back to, your show? Because he has some other housewife ladies on there from different franchises. And Phaedra tried to meekly put her hand up. I said, bitch, put that hand all the way up. You want the check, honey. You want the coin. So bring your ass back, Phaedra. Phaedra looked good. Okay, I loved her hair, her makeup on Watch What Happens Live. She really looked nice. But yeah, we see Marlo basically telling Andy, oh, well, she thought that Kenya was being messy at first when Kenya was accusing Porsha of sleeping with Bolo. But then when Kandi confirmed it, Marlo says that's when she turned on Porsha and felt she was a big liar. No, Marlo. No. This is the thing, guys. Porsha got mad that Kenya and Marlo made up. Porsha swears up and down that's not true, but yes it is, because they show her facial expression. Okay, so Marlo is telling the truth about that. But Marlo, you got over there with Kenya. You didn't like how Porsha was treating you. You claimed she wasn't responding to your text, so you did what Marlo does. Marlo, we seen you do it with Nene. When you turned on her at that Bailey Bowl, okay? You kept fucking with her at that Bailey Bowl and, start cussing her out. You done did it with Kenya. Now you're doing it with Porsha, because that's what you do. As soon as you get cool with somebody, they say or do something that you don't like, then you turn, you go to hell on that person, okay? You really go off. So that's why you start condemning her right along with Kenya. It was easy to do that because you was mad at her. You didn't like how she was treating you. Period. Just own it. Don't try to bring Kandi in it, but Kandi, you need to stop speaking on this girl. Okay, I know you got your speak on it show, bitch. But if I was Kandi, I would stay out of stuff. Like Shamia said on the speak on it she was on. Kandi needs to learn how to stay out of stuff. These little sound bites, you cackling and giggling with Don Juan, making comments about Porsha, it's always gonna come back on you, okay? So I would just shut up and stay out of it. But Kandi, you're not completely staying out of stuff. That's why they're able to kind of drag you in. But I was against how Marlo was doing that. Just too messy and unnecessary. Andy wants to figure out who didn't leak the information about Bolo sleeping with one of the ladies, honey, with Porsha, honey. Let's just say it how it is. Who leaked that story? We all know it was Kenya. And Andy was like, well, you said if it was a B. Scott or TMZ. Kenya is the one, like Cynthia said, okay? Kenya is the one that's the most invested in that. She don't have shit else to talk about that we care about, okay? So she wanted to, slut shame the hell out of Porsha. And she think that that's a cute storyline for her. I believe she leaked the story. Next. I thought it was funny how Kenya kept on trying to bring Tanya into it and say, well, if I was Tanya and I had a life partner, then, I would have got out of the show too. I would have left too. And Kenya, you didn't like Tanya. You damn sure didn't like Tanya and Porsha as friends. Kenya always came extra hard for Tanya. She don't give a damn about Tanya. So I just thought that was so interesting how she tried to understand where Tanya was coming from with not coming back to the show. I'm like, you are the reason, sis. And then it's interesting she wants to keep dragging Tanya for having a life partner. That life partner is way better than that husband. Okay, Kenya likes to be funny, guys, and say, oh, I got a husband. I ain't got no life partner. Whatever Tanya got with Paul is a lot more than whatever the hell you got with Mark. Okay, because I'm pretty sure they live together. They talk. He ain't blocked her. They done been together for years. Whatever they're doing, it works for them. So I thought that was so funny how Drew, she interrupted and was like, why is she even bringing up Tanya? Tanya ain't even here to defend herself. And it was just tacky as hell how Kenya tries to act like she cared about Tanya all of a sudden. And Paul, like, girl, you tried to destroy their relationship, okay? Because you miserable. And you're still miserable, all right? We also find out, honey, that Miss Drew Sidora was friends with LeBron James, honey, before he even got into the NBA. So, hey, Kenya said, well, that's a lie. I'm like, Kenya, stay out of that girl business. Andy, messy as hell. Andy said to Drew, oh, so you were hanging out with Bolo and LeBron James, you was hanging out. I'm like, Andy, you try to make everybody into a hoe, honey, okay? Yeah, because Bolo had mentioned that he met Drew with LeBron James. All of that is very interesting, honey, okay? Child, I thought it was so funny how Andy was pretending to understand Drew's whole situation with the prophet lot and all these prophets dropped out because it was something weird and evil going on with Prophet Lot and LaToya. And LaToya says they only had a spiritual connection. What do I feel about it? Feel like it's a whole bunch of bullshiggity, honey. Bullshiggity. It was another storyline that we didn't need. Drew, honey, don't do that. Did y'all see that little prayer she gave before she even went into the story? I thought all that was funny. It was just crazy. Okay, so next Andy gets on Kenya and Porsha and their relationship. Bye, Ashy! Y'all remember that? That was so funny. They played the clips from season 5 of when they first met. And, Kenya was upset that Porsha called her Miss America. It's always been a lot of back and forth between the two. They don't like each other. They're very different. And Porsha was basically saying, yeah, me and Kenya was cool coming into season 12 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We were both mothers. I think she said all of them, Kenya and Shamia and her, was all pregnant at the same time. So they all had bonded. And she said she connected to the sensitive side of Kenya. And then she began reacting to Kenya based on how she treated other people. Now, Porsha, I don't think you should have brought up Marlo's hair event, because it did show your ass all on the floor laughing. That wasn't no good example. What you should have brought up is that cookie lady situation with Tanya and how Kenya kept coming for Tanya. And, you know, you just felt like it was unnecessary, and you felt like Tanya is a good person, you know, and you don't want Kenya to try to bully your friend. That's what you should have been bringing up. But basically she was like, I just don't like Kenya. Maybe, you know, we could have had a conversation about it. I mean, how do you explain to somebody, I don't want to be friends with you no more? Bitch, just don't be their friend. And Kenya don't deserve no conversation. Look at how she done treated you this whole season. So I wouldn't give that bitch shit. Okay? Also, Kenya got upset, and I don't care what nobody say, Kenya and Kandi got upset that Porsha made up with Nene. If you don't believe me, you can rewatch it. But, you know, everybody is tripping out over how, you know, Porsha is acting about Marlo and Kenya getting cool. But I told y'all, all these ladies, they don't be happy when some of these people make up with each other. So this ain't the first time that has happened on this show. Okay, so we see Shamia. She speaks up to Marlo. Marlo was trying to interrupt and say something to Porsha, and I'm like, Marlo, just shut up, okay? But Shamia ends up telling Marlo, I'm not Porsha's lapdog. I am my own person. And Porsha began saying, you know, everybody deserves to have a really good, loyal friend, and, you know, this, that, and the third. I think that Porsha and Shamia love each other. I do feel that Shamia has been way more loyal to Porsha than Porsha has been to her, especially with that whole Phaedra situation. So hopefully they could continue being friends. Look, I was about to say, don't bring Porsha around your husband, honey, because we don't know. Look, we don't know what might happen. I'm just playing. But, Shamia riding for her girl, you know, so if they cool, they like it, I love it, that's cool. Child, they had me cracking up with Marlo and Porsha. They were really going at it at the end. Porsha got to saying, I'm afraid, I need security. I was like, oh shit, she trying to make it so Marlo ain't on this show. That shit ain't gonna work though. Andy gonna bring Marlo back, Porsha. But Porsha had me cracking up when she called Marlo a felon. And Marlo was like, I haven't attacked anybody in years. I said, oh no. You guys, it was so funny. They had some last words that they said. I don't want to get into all that. Okay, Kenya talking about 50 is a reset. I hope, bitch, we'll be seeing. I don't think you go reset too much of anything, because you didn't do too good to me at this reunion. You were still on the same bullshiggity. So we'll see, you know, you guys, for season 14. But like I said, that whole Porsha, Fallon, Dennis, and Simon storyline, baby, that is where it's at, honey. It's messy, but it's good TV, honey. Okay, nevertheless. Okay, but yeah, that's all I got for you all. Y'all get down in Miss Robinson's comments, honey, and let her know what you thought of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Also about the news about Porsha is engaged, honey, to Mr. Simon, honey, Falynn'S ex. You know, she sure do move quickly, and so does Simon, because this fool, he getting out of a marriage, and now you about to be engaged again? Like, damn, like, wow, you know, like, how they do that? Where they do that at? Okay. Dennis was all cool. They had me cracking up with Dennis in the picture with Porsha and Simon, because somebody put in the comments, they was like, Dennis got that look on his face like, well, I don't care, because I'm going to still hit it anyway. It did look like that. Dennis is a little too cool with his homeboy and his baby mama hooking up, but I don't know, honey. Who am I, honey? All right, y'all let me know how y'all felt about everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.